Over the past week, Music Midtown Festival in Piedmont Park in Atlanta, shout out to the ATL, which was scheduled for September 17th to the 18th, featuring your boys, My Chemical Romance, and a whole bunch of others, including Fall Out Boy, Jack White, and Future. It's been called off because of changes to Georgia's gun law that prevent the festival from banning guns on publicly owned festival grounds. At first glance, the 1,000-mile view of this looking down, you're like, this is pretty cool. Music festival took a stand. They're going to lose a bunch of money, but they're taking a stand. Is it that, or is it a strictly a safety thing that, hey, they just don't want guns at their festival, given everything that's happening right now?
From my impression, it's actually sort of neither. I don't think it's some sort of political message from the people making this concert. I don't think they really have an opinion one way or the other. And if they had such a problem with Georgia's gun laws, they wouldn't be booking shows in Georgia. So I thought that part of it was like, I didn't find them very holy. And then I think the idea that they were just going to lose money and stuff like that, I think from what I can understand, they were not allowed to protect themselves in a liability manner because of the laws of the show, and they needed more time to like sort out the way that they could protect their own asses if something were to happen at this concert. So it seemed more to me like a like weighing negatives almost from this concert company. It was like, we can do this, we can go through with it. If something happens, we're going to lose this much. If we delay it for now, if maybe we would do it another time and figure this out, we lose this much. So to me, it felt like the lesser of two knocks and not really a political statement at all. I think there's a lot of states and a lot of, it's a tricky thing. And I remember this happening a while ago. A lot of people stopped playing in a couple states because of various things. And one thing I found from traveling is that the alternative people and the punk rock people in these places and in these states are the most alternative and punk rock people there are. Like where I grew up, you put on skate pants and start listening to punk rock, you take a little bit of shit, but it's like, who gives a shit where we live? No one cares. You do that down there, you're fighting for your life every day. And those people like really like take a stand and do that shit. So sometimes when I see people thinking they're taking something away from a politician, who doesn't even know who the fuck your band is, and then like just these people who kind of need it for whatever reason, I don't want to support these places. And I wish I saw more artists take a stand, and it can make a difference if the artist is big enough. It really can. Like what if some conglomerate of like Taylor Swift and Coldplay and U2 and Diplo and I don't know, name a bunch of fucking people. What if a dozen of them got together? Is like, yeah, fuck you, we're not playing Texas anymore until there's a change. That's like all of a sudden you're dealing with like 100 million fans or something who might be able to take some stand, but those artists aren't willing to take those stands either. So it's tricky business. And I wish this was like some concert company being like, no, this is wrong. But as usual, just follow the money back, I think.
I love that this came down to insurance and that they were like, oh no, we don't want to pay, because like insurance is like it's crazy to have that many people, and they probably either couldn't get it approved, or it was going to cost so much that they're probably paying what's that, like Axios out there in the valley that provides it. So yeah, absolutely crazy stuff. At the end of the day, that's pretty much been the theme of this podcast. Just follow the money, and that's
money.
That's a big motivator.
Except for us two, who don't make any money.
Right, exactly.
So I guess we're the only honest men in this business.